The scenes at the city mortuary. Overwhelmed family, friends and colleagues of Chris Msando couldn't hold their grief as they mourned their loved one. All those who saw the body in the morgue could only imagine how he had met his death painfully.
How is the body? Has it been injured?
Injured! He's been tortured. The guy's been tortured everywhere. Contact everywhere.
Most of the IEBC commissioners and staff here had been with him throughout the week as he demonstrated and explained to Kenyans how the integrated electoral management system would work. They, like the family, want the killers of Msando brought to book.
In our mind as a commission, the only issue is who killed him and why. And that's a question that must be answered. We are working with the police and the family to ensure that the killers of Chris Msando must be brought to book.
According to the records at the city mortuary, the body was brought to the morgue on Saturday at 11:25 by police officers. Close relatives say they had been called this morning to go to the CID headquarters. On their way there, they were directed to the city mortuary. The body had been found together with others in Muguga, and Msando had injuries on the head and his hands.
According to the information we are getting, the body was brought here at 11 on Saturday by a policeman from Kiambu, alleging that they had found the bodies in some forest in Kiambu.
Another puzzling aspect of the case is that the body had been lying here since then and that it had not been identified until today. The images of Msando had been all over the media from the moment it had been reported that he was missing. IEBC has now asked its employees all across the country to remain calm, even as it calls for thorough investigations.
I demand from the government that they provide security for all employees of IEBC for us to give Kenyans a free and fair election.
Msando had been instrumental in the setting up of the integrated technology that will be used in the elections. The system would be used to identify voters through their biometrics and also to transmit the results once they have been tallied.
The family has lost. IEBC has lost. Chris was one of the most dedicated employees of IEBC in the ICT sector. He was the driving stone in the IEBC sector. But he leaves behind a team at IEBC whom he has trained, who will carry on his work.
Msando's death is a big blow not just to his family but to IEBC that was depending on him as one of those who would help the commission deliver credible elections. Msando's body has now been moved from the city mortuary to the Lee Funeral Home. Andrew Ochieng, NTV.